bracket final. Imperial up against All Talents. Let's get into the game.
Well, the very last match to lock through the very last quarter-final berth. Moon just gets absolutely decimated early on in the piece, and well, it's pretty standard stuff from the Brazilian roster. Aggression early on in the piece. We'd love to see it from Imperial.
It's like as if it's one continuous game from the last.
Indeed it is, and All Talents are going to respond in kind. Very quick toward the side of the map, but Niels not able to get too much done on the entry there. Vires at least with the trade back on in, but Imperial are suffering those losses slowly but surely. They need to equalize, and they have done now well with Loons. That is the B-side opened up for All Talents, and 40. This is interesting. Not something we see every day, but very good opportunity to get behind someone, and it is GDSZ that will cop the bullet in the back of the head.
And he gets around the corner just in time to avoid copping one himself, and he'll help the rest of the team clear out towards B. So what looked like a really good start for Imperial, as I was trying to say, it looks like they learnt from all of the mistakes that the previous games had with Black Widow, but 40's just gone a little bit too far there and overextended and given away his life when it was a 3-on-2. So maybe they haven't learned anything from the previous games.
Yeah, NMs might have heard Loons here as well, but I think Loons has got the drop on him. The spray, a little bit messy, but Loons gets the job done regardless, and Danimal gets absolutely cleaned up, clotheslined by Vise. Some shouts from All Talents as well.
I swear I heard a Chinese chant at the start. Gyro.
Jayo.
Yeah, Jayo from the Brazilian squad. So
I thought so as well.
yeah, I thought I heard that.
So maybe we're both making it up, but
Oh, maybe we're just going mad.
maybe not.
3 Black Widows. Let's see. Well, I mean, if anyone was going to throw that round, it was going to be All Talents. And they nearly did, but perhaps getting a little lucky. A decent setup here by Imperial. I like it. Not overcommitting to too much. And at the same time, fixing that weakness that they had in the previous round. I like what Will did last round, where they addressed the lack of information towards Long. You know, making sure you get that. And remember, I mean, All Talents, they were down 4-on-5 at the start. They still managed to come back and win that round. And I think that says a bit about how Danimal has been playing. And holding that B-bomb side, he was pretty useless.
Wow, fire the shots across him. Let's go, fire up. Quarterfinals tomorrow, I'm ready.
No. Look, he didn't get a kill. That's all I'm saying. Don't read into it too much.
Yep.
And you know what's going to play on your mind? You won the World Championship last year, you know? And now you can't even get one.
Not part of that team anymore.
Well,
You've got Will there next to you, who was.
the fact that they've managed to get here, though, is an achievement in and itself. Now, they've faked out a little bit towards short. They're going to try and make their way back towards B. There's still 2 players towards B, and GDSZ has middle lockdown. No sniper for GDSZ. That's a bit of a surprise, as you saw how much impact he had against Lazarus. And here we go. Here comes the execute onto the B site. 40 seconds left. Felipe, he's the man. He does the damage.
It's going to be a quick pop flash in and a great entry from Niels. The pistol comes out, headshot there as well. And Felipe is good for 1, but 1 is not enough here for Imperial as the cross starts to happen for All Talents. They're on the bomb site. The bomb plant goes down very quickly indeed, and that doesn't leave Imperial with much time to work with. Luckily, their names comes around the back. Will finding the perfect timing is going to catch Vise from an angle that he did not expect, but 40 is good. 40 is there with the Orm and starts to push his way forward with the pistol, and damn.
Well, there you go. That's definitely something worth celebrating.
They really like to pump each other up, don't they?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, that's kind of what they need to do. I mean, to make sure all of their stars fire.
I really wish I could actually understand Portuguese, because I'd love to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're the best, yeah, let's go, double kill, or something like that.
I don't think that's what they're saying.
What do you reckon they're saying?
You're probably pretty close with you're the best.
You are very good.
Yeah. They're probably just saying nice, well done, good shot. That's
You're
how
a beast, or something like that.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Jayo.
Fire up.
Put the petrol in.
Yep. Turn it on. GDSZ. This is what we see. He's got the sniper now.
Wonder if Moon's seen him there through the window.
Oh, absolutely.
Vyers is certainly having a look.
Oh, the rest of All Talent's on the hunt now. As they creep their way up short. Only the one player on the A site. So a fair bit of pressure on Will's shoulders, but if there's one man that can do it, it's him. He has been fairly quiet, but he also has extremely high peaks. And against Black Dragons, he was very impressive. Lazarus, not so much. Now, All Talents definitely making sure to cover their back tracks, as we saw the damage N9 can do in the previous games. So with that covered now, 1 minute left on the clock. Their position still not given away on short. Here comes the execute.
Flash grenades go out for All Talents, and Will answers nicely. Niels falling to the headshot from the AK.
Great shot.
The rest of All Talents work their way forward. Do they know GDZ SC is behind them? They're going to have to know now. Will, however, is the danger man. That's 3 for him in the round. Then Ems helps out with a frag grenade, and now it's all onto Moon. 1v4, and he just gets completely obliterated.
Oh, well, there you go.
Gee, make sure the hands don't get too sweaty.
These are important rounds. I mean, let's not deny the passion here from the Brazilian squad. It's everything that they want, everything that they need, everything they've worked for.
What is going on here? A complete rush onto long for All Talents, and that hasn't worked out at all, has it?
Well, it's been okay.
Vyers gets the trade back. It's maybe not as bad as it did look at first.
It's all right. Once you establish that there is a stack there, now this kill onto Danimal would have been very nice, but Danimal will think otherwise.
Bit of damage done there to Will as well, so...
Yeah, nothing to come of that, unfortunately, but...
Ting tang walla bing bang.
We have 40 still in the middle of the map. Might be able to catch out one of the Imperial players if they push too far. But again, Imperial looking solid so far. This is where AT have really fallen a bit behind the 8 ball. Need to find a way back into this game.
Will's been dangerous, and Felipe throughout this tournament as well has been good, but wow, Niels just absolutely cleans him up through the box.
Yep.
Couldn't ask for a better start to the entry into the B site. And they've still got Will to deal with, but he is low on HP. So that should be a salvageable kill for All Talents quite cleanly as well, as he cleans his way across the site. And Loons, too easy.
See, the patience from AT really paying off, but Imperial just making a few rookie mistakes that you wouldn't expect.
I wonder if we're going to hear some big yells from All Talents after this, if they win, which assuming they should.
Well, in a way, it can be really annoying if you're a very loud team. If the other team doesn't chirp up, that's just like, how are they not excited? They just won this really important round against us. And also, in typical European fashion,
Yes.
they would not be making a lot of noise. At the end of the day,
I kind of like it. I kind of like
well, at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to give them the credit,
the satisfaction.
the satisfaction of being a team worthy enough to get you excited.
Yep.
And you do want to control that heart rate, especially with the adrenaline on these players right now would just be going through the roof. With the amount of pressure that's on these rounds, the heart rate, everything. That's why it becomes so hard to control your crosshair, control your emotions, control your decisions.
More progression toward long this time from Imperial. Same for All Talents. Good trade there. Again, it's Vyers that has that duty. I like that response, though, for Imperial. They lose long, but they push short.
Yep, perfect response.
Push and pull.
They also have Danimal coming up the flank.
Imperial's...
Interesting to see Danimal and Felipe just decide to opt out, yet the most dangerous way possible.
backwards and forwards all over the place, aren't they? And All Talents showing that patience once again.
Yeah, but also the full map control. Imperial have the full map control, and I don't know if they're really using it to the best of their ability. At this point, you know it's an A hit. It can't be anything else. So why do we need a player holding short and a player holding this T-spawn?
As long as you got the player holding T-spawn, that's more than enough, isn't it? Danimal could be on the site itself. Or even pushing up into long.
Here it comes 50 seconds though. Couldn't come soon enough. Smoke grenade out. We know how little difference they make. And GDSC we know he's great.
40's been solid though. So an interesting aim duel. Both players miss. Just as you give them the props, but 40 does well on the second shot. Once you give him a couple of opportunities, not going to miss both. Tucks himself in the corner, gives some time to reload, and
one bullet.
starts to work his way back up onto the site with the Colts. 6 shots left here in the chamber for 40, and one of them will be a headshot. That's a very clean collection. One plant needs to go down here, though, and Moon out in the open.
I was slightly concerned, Jordan.
Don't worry about it. He's got it down.
Yeah, no worries.
Not even worried. 3v2, though, for all talents.
Felipe can do this. He's had a great day so far.
It's a good flash, but Felipe is able to get the shot through regardless. 40, however, so clean, and indeed, you cannot deny him those kills.
Nerves of steel there by 40. His teammate really left him out high and dry, taking an unnecessary battle, which we know everybody likes to do.
But what I like about 40 is that he is that consistent player. You know, you put him in a position where he should hit the shot, and he will hit the shot. 7-3 right now for all talents, putting up some good numbers in the first 5 rounds that we've seen so far. I think at the moment he's looking like the best player in the server.
Yeah, so far. It'll be him or Will. Nenems, he is also a player that I've seen so far explode. He really saved Imperial's bacon against Lazarus.
Difference is, though, for Imperial, it does feel like it's those 2 players, but for all talents, you know, there is a little bit...
You're going to say it.
Around 40.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to mention that they're all talented.
No.
We won't go there.
I don't go there. But when you look at it, you know, 1 and 4 for Danable, 1 and 3 for GDSC.
Look, to be honest, don't read into that too much. Still early days yet, and it comes down to the way that AT have been playing. It comes down to the bomb site that they hit.
Yeah. Double sniper for Imperial here as well. So that's a change-up.
Yeah, and this is one of those maps as well where that can be really good. GDSC, though, he has so much impact usually just on his own. I'm not sure why you did another one. But Danable, perhaps, holding that B site, not too confident, you know. Sometimes these games can wear on you. Nenems maybe getting a little bit impatient. Could cost Imperial another pick, and that's not what they need. If anything, Imperial need to work together a little bit more, but he does even it up first, and he gets 2. That's perfect by Nenems in what you would say is a one-and-done position. He's able to double up.
This is interesting, though, from Niels.
Oh, is Danimal doing the crouch bob, the Emerson crouch bob at the window with the sniper?
I don't think so. Not at the moment, at least.
Yeah,
he was. And Niels was waiting for it. So this is what a huge play from Niels to be able to take the control here.
And this is how you do it as well by AT. This is the difference. We didn't see this with Anubis. We didn't see this with anyone else. Come together, not through the map. Don't take any shortcuts.
Felipe does get smoked off. Will trying to spam his way through it as he did spot fires for a moment there, but can't hang on to it. Bomb plant's going to go down here unless Felipe does something silly and jumps through the window, but he won't. Another good situation here for all talents, another 3v2. But you don't want to see this go down to a 1v1 again. You really want to just see a clean round out here for all talents to raise that confidence bar a little higher.
Well, with that grenade coming out from the doors, there cannot be any question that they're both out there.
Niels takes a peek into GDSZ, who will push his way forward, buys under some pressure on the bomb site, but Moon certainly not in the connector, and will find double kill. So that is 4-2, and suddenly starts to look a little worrisome here for Imperial.
It does, but it does also paint the picture that we thought we might see, considering the performance earlier today by Imperial. Unfortunately, all talents, or rather Imperial, just not able to surprise all talents, no matter what they do. All talents getting the entry, then obviously Nenem's doing well to even up, but even with the rotate through the path most travelled, there was no opportunity for Imperial. The teamwork for all talent so far just paying dividends. 3 players in middle. 4, with Nils going first with the C4. Going to walk into this Imperial trap.
And then GDSC. This time GDSC able to have some success. Wow, what a round from Imperial.
To be honest, that's one of those ones you just want to forget about if you're all talents.
I think you can forget about that pretty
Yep.
easily as well. That round's going to happen once in a game. But all talents over the course of this half so far have looked like the better side. We can take heart in that. Confidence definitely not shattered yet for the attacking side.
You've just got to write that off as a good trick by Imperial.
Yep, nice bit of cheese.
Yeah, a bit of cheese, exactly.
Someone's been having a bit too much cheese.
Usually it's your lines. Speaking of which, GDSC makes me want to say good size. Every time.
Do it.
No, I can't.
Maybe that's what it means.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
All right, looks like all talents are stacking up towards the B site. Danimal's going to come into question. Felipe has been pretty quiet so far this game. And I think Imperial are well aware that it's a B hit by now. Fast rotate coming in.
Were they aware though? Great flashbang comes through. And that is so good from Niels. 3 on the entry. Flies did go down, but that is not much of a loss for all talents here. They're happy with the proceedings. Nenems, however, gets challenged by 2. 1 by 1. All talents can't let that happen. You cannot continue to challenge like that. Bomb plant's not down, and they're going to give him another 1v1.
Yep.
How is this possible? All talents need to take a good hard look at themselves in the mirror after this round, because that was on a silver platter for them, and they've given it straight over to Imperial.
Well, I don't know what to say about that, Jordan, but if I'm all talents, I'm very upset at my teammates. They've just gone absolutely coconuts there.
They have.
And now Imperial keeping the pressure on.
As they should be. 1 for 1. That'll favour the attackers slightly, but I think that round should have all talents a little rattled. They really need to think about what's going on there.
Well, you can clearly see they were not happy about it. And I wouldn't be happy either. They had the bomb site. They were getting flanked by one player, and 2 people decided to go out in a 2 versus 4 situation.
Yeah, but I mean, not even together, right? That was the issue. Like, if they would go together and trade it out, maybe.
No, but even then after that.
But if you go 1 for 1.
Once it was 2 versus 1 for NMs, you just got to maybe go the opposite direction. You know, worst case scenario, there's one guy outside the B site, you head towards middle, you kill him. Maybe he's not as successful, at least you're together. Leaving it up to a one-on-one. But anyway, we digress.
Definitely a disappointing round for all talents, which will end up making this probably a disappointing half
A
as
very
well.
close half, yeah.
Even if they get the 5, you know, you'd be thinking we definitely should have had 6. Maybe we could have even had 7.
Well, told you NMs, man. He can explode.
And he has 11 to 5 now. What a change up.
Yeah.
All talents not showing that same confidence to hit the B site this time.
No.
It's really slowed down.
Yeah, they had to. The pace was being dictated by Imperial.
It was such a good flash in the last round as well from all talents, you know. That's the kind of thing that's not going to work twice. That, however, is very good from 40.
Okay, they don't really need to do anything. There's still plenty of time left on the clock. 40 fudges the flashbang just a little bit. But they're going to hit onto B. This could be bad.
A couple of players on this B site right now, GDSC and Danimal. And 40's caught out in mid. Danimal with the moment of distraction, and all talents are not taking the advantage off the back of that. They needed to be pushing in already 2 seconds ago. Danimal, though, has rotated into the site, and all talents, again, another round that just sort of seems to fall apart.
Wow.
They could have gone straight in there when Danimal was otherwise occupied in mid, but not decisive enough from all talents. I think that is one way to sum up the first half. Five to 4 favouring Imperial as we head into the second half and then move on to the attack. All talents could have had much more and could have had an easier time here in the second half, but they will still fight their best to get a position in that quarterfinal. Loons will start off nicely. Felipe does drop. That's a nice settler for All Talents.
Well, All Talents on the defense now. This is their opportunity to seal the deal. Imperial will have to come to them. And I think this is where 40 might be able to shine a little bit harder as well. It's going to come down to this bit. I feel like, yeah, it really is going to come down to this B defense.
Oh, look at this creep from GDSC. Hasn't caught Niels off guard. He's going to duck his way underneath most of those shots, but inevitably does get caught. 40 will fall as well. And that's the B site now in control of Imperial.
On a fake.
However, they don't have the bomb there just yet, so they'll have to get their way in, and finally they do. Nenems with the job of getting that down on the floor. It's a nice shot from GDSC and an even better to follow.
This could be for the ace, Jordan. First round of the second half.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get stolen by Nenems, but either way, GDSC, he seems happy.
No, he does not seem happy at all about stealing the ace. He's going to have a word with Nenems after this game. And let's see if he can do it all again. I mean, again, AT, you know what really undoes them? Just when one person goes ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly into middle here for Imperial. They are not messing around. Vi's caught off at 40 as well. A 1-for-1 in both respects.
This is a very important battle for Dano.
He's going to get it as well. Vi's just doesn't have a chance there, does he? And 40 and Moon much in the same position as they were in the last round. However, this time they have even one less teammate to back them up.
Absolutely, and this is looking very decisive as well.
They look to make their way in through mid. No shenanigans this time from All Talents. Time is running out, 20 seconds here, and they haven't been able to do a whole lot just yet. They will have to pull the trigger sooner or later, but it's just slipping away from them. In fact, I almost feel like the round is over anyway, and yeah, of course it is. Imperial really feeling it now.
Yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot All Talents could do the way that Imperial set out that round from the get-go. All talent behind the 8 ball. And what's it going to take from them to get in front? Nils with a great shot onto Danimal. Pushing at the B site. That's going to be the lurk done and dusted. 40, if he can turn around quick enough, might be able to deal with this long push.
Well, Imperial have not slowed down at all, and Loons does get caught. Headshot from Will. 40's in the window, but that's not going to be too strong of a position in holding the site. All Talents will be coming back across NLS.
Ooh, good shot.
Another opportunity with the sniper and another one taken. Numbers advantage for the moment for All Talents, but not too long at all. Able to respond nicely. Felipe will fall on long. And a two-pronged attack, a two-pronged retake here for All Talents as NLS will creep up short. Vi's up long, but NLS will fall, and now so too does Vi's. It was a 2v3, and now it's a 2v1 for Moon. A difficult scenario. He can't even win the round from here, and he knows it as well. And so does Imperial, as you can hear the cheers. They know they've won the round. Regardless, the bomb will explode. Will gets excited.
Well, so far, a flawless half from Imperial. And, well, All Talents look a bit stunned, Jordan.
As they should.
And our predictions could be the first wrong predictions that I've had so far. I wasn't here for the Super Valiant loss, so I was saved a little bit there. But, well, this is definitely going to be an upset for the Europeans.
I don't know that there necessarily is an upset per se, but I think the Europeans will indeed be upset.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Nenems does get two, but wow. NLS just comes flying out of the window there and cleans up Nenems. Vi's in the meanwhile did get the headshot onto GDSC, but this is a tough position to play from NLS. Oh my god, he's gotten two. Where has that come from? And he's gotten three? What? That's an unbelievable round from NLS. Would have loved to have seen it from his perspective.
Yeah, definitely. What a great round by him, rotating into the A site, just taking on the world.
How has he done that?
Well, Imperial just kept giving him those one-on-ones, and then almost seemingly they lined up at long. Meanwhile, one player, I think it was Will, who was just being super indecisive on short. He just had to run at the guy instead of trying to shoot him under the truck.
40. Good shot. We'll need a little bit of backup here as he does get collapsed upon, and the utility comes in him. at him. Unfortunately, there's not much more of a defense on the bomb side here unless Moon is going to step up. NLS, he's still on the rotate. Danimal, what is going on here? He's just gone straight past Moon. What a mess. Back to a 2v2. Bomb plant only now going down, and NLS, oh no, you can't miss those shots.
That was the one shot you had to hit.
Yep. And that'll give GDSC a good solid position. Again, another big shout from Will.
Yep, heading into match point. Well, AT going to be very quiet now, aren't they? Because that last round, despite the heroics from Nils, the momentum is still firmly with Imperial, and they're going to keep it going. And, well, you've really got to start to think ahead now.
Yeah, all talents have tried to change things up. They've tried to go aggressive and play quickly into Imperial, but it really seems like they've kind of played into Imperial's hands. Moon's been good this half, 5-3.
Like I always say, Jordan, when you need to be desperate, you've got to understand the desperate plays are the ones that are predictable.
And a big ask here for Moon. Won't even be able to get the first. NMs will finish it off. And through the quarterfinals is Imperial with a 10-5 over all talents.